Hey guys, welcome back. DeFi, degens, drip, and farm for poverty. I'm your host, Strip Coach, dropping knowledge bombs on all Forex Shark related projects. So today I'm just going to actually be putting in a clip from the AMA that Scott, the investor, did with Forex a couple days ago. And this is just Forex describing drip. So it's a great clip that you can use to share with others to help them understand the drip ecosystem. And it comes straight from the developer himself. And it's pretty easy to digest. The disclaimer, the first 3 minutes and like 5 seconds, the audio is hard to hear. That was the issue Scott had in the live stream, and then he fixes it. So don't complain in my comments that it's hard to hear. I already know that. So just bear with it. Wait till it gets to 3 minutes, and then get the rest of the information from it. So it's a lot of great information. Helps onboard new users into Drip. Helps you understand Drip better, especially regarding the sustainability metrics that Forex put in place. So without further ado, we'll play that clip, and that will be the end of the video.
In your own words, how is Drip Network sustainable, including the tax system and all that? If you could give us like a 2-minute how Drip Network works and how it's sustainable.
Yeah. So Drip Network is sustainable through several mechanisms. One is that the system is paying out the native asset itself. It's not paying out USD, for example. So that gives us some flexibility in supply to ensure that we can always meet the current demand for dividend payouts. That is not possible if we were guaranteeing USD rewards or guaranteeing euro rewards. There's no flexibility there. Whereas in our model, we're paying on our native asset, so that gets us through times of corrections and through times of low demand, and it allows us to perform even better in times of high demand when we're removing even more tokens from circulation and locking even more up into the tax pool. Now, the ROI is coming from the tax system on transactions. So there's a 10% tax on all transactions except for buying, and there is a 5% tax on compounding. This goes towards a tax wallet that is used to pay out dividends. So it's a self-sustaining model where the transactions go pay the large majority of the dividends. Now, there are also max payouts. And you said today that we hit the 500 day of drip. That's important because one of the major max payout mechanisms is the 365% max payout, and since it's a 1% daily ROI, this doesn't even come into play until at least a year after launch. Now, we got the vast majority of our users anywhere from 6 months on. So the vast majority of our users that are not doing positive actions in the system, continuing to deposit, continuing to compound, continuing to refer, they will be hitting their max payout anytime from now to over the next year, continuing. The longer it goes, the more people are hitting the max payout. But there's a strong concentration of people hitting the max payout about a year and a half after launch, which we are running up on relatively soon, in 100 days or 150 days, something like that. So this max payout ensures that people who are not continuing to deposit capital into the system compound in the system at a rate that is positive for the platform, or are not referring others, increasing their balance by earning referral commissions, eventually hit their max payout and are no longer able to withdraw dividends from the system. They're no longer able to generate dividends in the system. There's also, and this stops at 365, as I said, so the max that you can ever earn on a deposit balance is 365%. So that alone puts a cap on people being able to infinitely create exponential growth and compound interest in the system. Then there's something called a whale tax. And the whale tax comes into play when someone earns more than 100,000 drip in the system. So when effectively, so the whale cap maxes out at 10%. So for every 1% of the total supply that is earned by one user, an additional tax is placed on their dividends, and it caps out at 10% of the supply. So 100,000 drip, or 10% of the starting supply, I should say. And this ensures that no one can withdraw and sell more than 3% of the supply at one time from the system. So from one account in drip, no one can ever earn more than 3% of the supply. So these mechanisms prevent any one person from running away with the system. And this is different from any other daily ROI platform. Drip innovated all of these mechanics. Now, there is also a referral structure, which is only paying out with positive actions in the system, and it's paying out. No, sorry, I'm just reading a text someone celebrated that radar. It's only paying out one person per positive action. So the reason why DAP Radar initially put us on high risk, it was due to a misunderstanding of the referral structure. They saw team referrals, and they immediately associated us with a type of system such as, Tron Chain that came up before us, or there's a lot of them, and they're even in traditional markets. You would think of them as a pyramid scheme or multi-level marketing. And these systems pay out a varied commission based on how early you get into the platform, or how early you sell the product, if it's a traditional market. And it concentrates capital upstream, and the system inevitably becomes top-heavy and unsustainable. Now, most traditional referral structures only pay out one commission or one referral bonus per positive action, and that's what Drip does. And it's proven for hundreds of years to be a model that works very well and is extremely sustainable. The difference between what we do and what, say, Amazon does is that we allow the user who's earning the commission to share the commission bonuses with their team. So it's still one deposit, one commission. So it still has all the sustainability of a traditional referral structure like Amazon. But the difference is, when you make a referral, you earn a commission. Now, when the person that you refer does a deposit, you earn the commission. And now if they do another deposit, right, another positive action, another compound, then it goes up to the person who referred you, and it rewards them. So it's still only one payout per positive action, which is a proven sustainable mechanism, but it further decentralizes these commission payouts. And in fact, if you have 5 or more direct referrals, 25% of your commission goes downstream. It goes to the people you refer. So it's the exact opposite of a type of pyramid structure, because capital is prevented from flowing upstream and concentrated at the top, because the largest your downline, your team can be, is 15. And it pays out one commission per positive action. Everybody gets the same commission size. It's not a system where the earlier you get in, the larger your commission is, or the more people you referred, the larger your commission is, like a pyramid scheme or multi-level marketing scheme would be. And in fact, it's the opposite of that, because the more referrals you have, actually, the smaller the commission you get, and the capital flows downstream. So it takes the sustainability and the viralness of a traditional referral structure and makes it even more fair and even more sustainable. And the beauty of it is that the referral structure, the team referral structure, has this viral exponential growth mechanism where you refer somebody, maybe they only refer somebody, but then that person refers 2 people. That person refers, maybe 2 people, but one of them is a YouTuber. They refer 20 people, and then, maybe 5 out of those 20 people refer 2 people, and has this massive compounding exponential growth mechanic, which allows us to onboard users at a crazy rate. But the commission structure is even more sustainable than even like an Amazon traditional referral structure, because it's still only one payout per positive action. And in fact, capital flows downstream if someone has 5 or more direct referrals. And this exponential growth through the referral structure is juxtaposed to the dividend payout from the Faucet, which is limited, which does have max payouts. So when you have a system that allows you to exponentially onboard users, but limitations to their ability to earn compound interest, you have a system that can onboard and bring in capital faster than it pays out dividends. And that's how we've had an extremely sustainable model. And then, of course, the liquidity pool is fully decentralized. The vast majority of capital, something like 80-something%, is locked. The wallet, the developer wallet, which kicked off the referral structure, 100% of the drip that's gone to it has been withdrawn from that stake and sent to the tax vault to pay out dividends to the community. And now that wallet has maxed out, so it means it can no longer even withdraw drip if it wanted to. So drip is the only platform of its type with no dev fee, no taxes that go to founders, nothing like that. It's a 100% community project, and it's designed to be the highest performing daily ROI platform out there for all the reasons I just described. And there's a lot more, but if you have further questions about it, I'll answer it. But this is how we maintain sustainability, and this is how we perform at such a rate. And this is, you asked, how is that sustainable? It seems too good to be true. And the reality is that if you go to really spend time to understand the details, it becomes very clear how it's possible. And this is why, a DAP radar, for example, sees team referrals, instantly has that, knee-jerk reaction and says, oh, this seems like, team referrals. Is it multi-level marketing? Is it, what's going on here? Is it like Tron Chain or these other projects that were not sustainable? And they immediately have that knee-jerk reaction to the market as high risk. But then when I actually sit down with them, we go over the contracts and they understand the system, they have that epiphany that everybody has, and immediately removes us from high risk, because they realize we are lower risk than any of the projects that they have in their top 10. Or really, I don't know of a lower risk project in DeFi, because our project is running with 100% uptime for 500 days now. It's the most decentralized project in all of DeFi, the strongest community in all of DeFi, the fastest growth in all of DeFi, 80-something% locked liquidity, 100% decentralized liquidity. We have all of these new utilities that are coming up all the time, multiple front ends for multiple dev teams, multiple ways to interact with the contracts. That makes us extremely hard and extremely decentralized. You don't get lower risk in DeFi than Drip. So, and you don't get more sustainable either. So, that's how we do it. There's a lot more to it, but
I think you hit every bullet point someone would need to hear.
All right, hope you guys enjoyed that little clip from Forex. So it's about 10 minutes from the GOAT himself explaining everything there is to know about the sustainability metrics and things put in place. So please like, subscribe, pushing our way to 3K subscribers. And until next time, lift daily and achieve your impossible. Yeah.